Good morning, everyone. So, this vlog is going to be about um, this experience and this correction of this experience of being called a weirdo or being called weird. So, I was called this yesterday, and it did affect me. And now this morning, I was able to look at the points within, what is it like in my body. And for me, it's being called a weirdo, weird, hurts my feelings. That I can feel a constriction in the center of my chest, right here. And I feel a pain in the center here when I'm breathing. And the basic thoughts is I can't be myself and that I don't like myself. Now I have in my past, my history, been called a weirdo or weird before, many throughout my life. And I had the same reaction, and basically, it is the point where I feel like I can't be myself and I can't express myself. I can't be who I am. Um, that something's wrong with me, that I need to change. And when I was called this yesterday, I did correct the person and I stood up for myself. And the reason why is because I could see that within dropping my reaction, that to call someone a weirdo or weird is not supportive. It's not a point of let's say helping them out in some way, in like telling them this or that. That word in that context in this situation of just simply telling someone you're weird, or you're a weirdo, um, or even you look weird or you look like a weirdo, that is not supportive. I mean, you could choose to support someone and telling them this or that for this and that reason, and whatsoever. But throughout my life, when I've been called that, it's simply a point of the person saying that you're. It's like saying you are negative in this way because you are different, and that's it. That's the same thing. So I mean, if the person would have said to me throughout my life, if the person would have said, "Oh, you're different," I wouldn't have reacted because of being different. Doesn't mean it's a good thing or bad thing. You're just different. And honestly, me, when I see people who are different, I enjoy them a lot. I enjoy people who are different, who do things out of the ordinary, who are, who do things that are surprising, who, let's say, are weird. But, when I say that like that, it's a positive way, because it's like honoring the difference, enjoying the difference, and seeing the difference. And for me, I recognize that yes, there are people, many people who do react to things that are different. Just like as we react to change and new things, then when something is different that doesn't meet our expectations, we tend to react negatively. And so I understand that, but I also understand that's a limitation, and that causes problems because then we react to others and suppress them, and we tell them to stop being who they are. And we will fight, we will defend our ways. We will fight and defend being right. One thing I know for sure is for me, I don't want to exist in this way anymore, whatsoever. Or I don't limit myself by being called weird or weirdo, and I don't accept and allow others to call others or myself a weird or weirdo, telling them that there's something negative about them they need to change. Instead of if there is something that, let's say, is limiting that person, to instead support them instead of calling them a name, to give them the guidance, give them pointers and why, and explain support for the context situation. Because obviously when you're by yourself, you can be who you are, and if you're with a close friend, you can be who you are. And if you are in whatever situation, which are professional situations like workplace, yeah, then you put on different character, but that's different. And even then, within workplace, there's still points where you can still be who you are. And so it's not like an all or one thing where you can only be yourself when you're by yourself, or you can only be yourself, or you can't be yourself at all at work. There is room there. You just have to understand the balance point, the relevance points, and the reasons why, and understand the people involved. But there's no absolutes in life where it's one guarantee or not, because there does exist places in the world where people are completely themselves in their work. So even then, that's a generalization. It's an idea. The same thing as calling someone a name. It's like a generalization. It's an idea. So really, it's about a self-honesty about, who you are, the moment, the people, the situation. And you just see. You don't have an idea beforehand. You don't have an expectation beforehand. You just be there with the people. You see what it's like. You get feedback. And you learn. Otherwise, you're going to limit yourself from possibilities, opportunities, and potentials to get to know certain people and to do certain things and to create situations and so much in life. So within me, I've done self-forgiveness on this being called a weirdo and my reactions. And I know that here in the center of my chest is where my being is. Let's say my heart, my soul. And so that reaction of constriction and pain is like saying that I can't be myself, that myself is unacceptable. And I know that that reaction is not great for me. It's not acceptable for me, so I'm not doing that anymore. So I'm going to continue to be myself and be the director of my life and expressing my life and only accept and allowing the best for me and so for others equally so. So let us support together, enjoy together, grow together, walk together through this life. Thank you very much. Go Guns out.